uncompromising. Biner. Howson. That's really well manoeuvred. Camavinga. Upamecano. Camavinga. Rabiot. Gusto. Olise. Could be danger here. And here's Dembele. Cherki. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Biner. Llorente. Biner shifted upfield. Llorente aimed forwards. He's in plenty of space here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. Llorente. Can he deliver? It's run loose here. And we've reached half-time. We can review the first half.
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
France ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Here we go again. Pedri. Grimaldo. Yamal. Llorente. Yamal. Rodri. Now it's Yamal. Yamal's on the finish! Well, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Kubasi. Llorente. Biner. Yamal. And they win it back again. Rabiot. He's on it. Can he get away? Cherki. Upamecano. Rabiot. Upamecano. Over to the left. And it's Hernandez. Camavinga. Hit into the middle. That has been knocked clear. Cherki. He's had a shot! Howson. Biner. Llorente. And here's Yamal. Hernandez cuts it out. Dembele. Cherki. That's an imaginative pass. Raya tries to clear. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pedri. Played towards the other side. Yamal. Baina. In by Llorente. And that's been well dealt with. Cherki. Konate. Rabiot. And it's played forward. Konate. Gusto. He's in space and looking for options. Cherki. And here's Elise. Tries a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Elise is offering a wry smile there.
It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Baina. Llorente. Howson. Llorente, gently done. Yamal. Oyarzabal. Yamal. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Pedri. France with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Now it's Ferran Torres. Looking for a decent ball in. Time to deliver. Baina. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oyarzabal looking understandably energised after his goal. Hernandez. Cherki. Camavinga. Rabiot. Gusto. Camavinga. Upamecano. Upamecano forwards and with intent. Baina.
Spain doing a lot of defending from the front at the moment.
Quite, you got it.
Yeah, keep the ball hemmed in here while looking for anything they can pounce on, and that's what they want to do.
Moved on forwards. Konate. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Cherki. Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez going full steam ahead down the left flank. That's good play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Camavinga gets rid without sophistication. Pedri. Grimaldo.
Spain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Out to the right. Calmly anticipates. Kubasi. That's a nicely weighted pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, it's come loose. Upamecano, gently done. Gusto looking to hit the byline here. And that has been cleared. Ferran Torres. And here's the chance to counter. Looking here to chip it through. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Konate attempts a clearance. Baina plays it short. That's very neat. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Pedri. Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. He is just caressing the ball. Hernandez crosses. Cleared away. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Yamal. Llorente. Llorente with the cross. Gusto gets it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Grimaldo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Camavinga. Cherki. And it's Baina. Pedri. Olise. Out to the left it goes. France have a free kick. Pedri. Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. Grimaldo. And he goes cross-field. Llorente. Very nicely done. Cross in, looks like a good one. And he's there to clear it.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, Red, nice interception. In with the challenge. Yamal. Ferran Torres. Now it's Ferran Torres. Takes a shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Now it's Dembele. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal. Yamal finds himself offside.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Oh, terrible pass. Upamecano. Konate. Upamecano. Rabiot. Hernandez. Upamecano. Rabiot. Oh, good spread. Gusto. Olise, and that's aimed into the middle.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Rodri gets it clear. Cherki, and here's Camavinga. It's Hernandez. Oyarzabal wins the duel this time. Spain have reclaimed it. Yamal. Spain getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Carlos Soler. Kubasi. Rodri, and it's played forward. Hernandez is fouled. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe! Crossed into the box. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Cherki, very much into the last knockings. And here's Dembele. And claimed it back swiftly. Olise. Rabiot. Camavinga. Mbappe, played out to the left flank. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cleared away. Ball's gone out of play. That is lovely. Cross goes in there. He's dealt with that well. Crossed in again. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Rodri is there, and he can get that clear. Cherki. Camavinga, that's a delicate pass. And they've got a throw.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Spain have to get it into the box and quickly. He's in a good position. Goes to finish! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Soler. And here's Yamal. That's tidy. Carlos Soler. Carlos Soler is flagged offside. Cherki. 2 minutes to be added on. And that is a little undercooked.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Gusto. Rodri. Carlos Soler. Pedri. Grimaldo. Dani Olmo. Oyarzabal. It's anyone's ball now. Deftly away. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. France can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
This was a fantastic display, Peter, of expansive football. They stretched their opponents at every given opportunity, and they ran them ragged. It was all highly impressive. This is a performance that hasn't just got my approval. Listen.
So we're up and running.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has
Chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Rabiot, Upamecano, Camavinga, Rabiot, Elise, Ferran Torres, Dembele, Cherki. And it's played forward. Pedri. Grimaldo. Pedri. Baina. Llorente. Yamal. Llorente. Pedri. Pau Kubasi. Forwards and with intent. Showing good feet. Searching pass he's played there. Rabiot. Konate. Camavinga. Konate. Moved on forwards. Dembele. Mbappe. Played out to the right. Lovely bit of skill. Gusto puts a cross in. And reclaimed it in a trice. Camavinga. It's run loose here. Cherki. Mbappe. Mbappe is fouled. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Kubasi. Aim forwards. Yamal looks to get on the end of this. Pedri. Konate. Thinks one through. That's beautifully weighted. Raya gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Grimaldo. Pedri. Rodri. Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal played out to the left flank. In once more. Corner given. Oh, can he finish? That's a half-decent try. Only partially clear. Gusto. Camavinga. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Gusto. Upamecano. And here's Dembele. Kubasi. Trying to get their passing game going here, Jim. Just plotting a route round their opponents.
Yeah, just keep things nice, short, crisp, and let the ball do all the work. And it ought to pay off for them as well.
Mbappe. Cherki. And here's Dembele. Pau Kubasi wins the duel this time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pedri. Rodri shifted upfield. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. Cross from header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Rabiot. Cherki. Oh, it's Dembele. And here's Olise. Olise spread out to the left. Mbappe. That's a nicely weighted pass. Now it's Mbappe. Howson, gently done. Camavinga going full tilt down the left. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Yamal. Lobbed in behind. Llorente. And he whips in across. Cleared away. In by Llorente. Konate can get it clear. Upamecano. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Grimaldo cuts out the pass. Ferran Torres. That's a cute ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Cherki. Camavinga. That's really well manoeuvred. Rabiot. Cherki. And it's Gusto. Gusto. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's played into the middle. That's not going far. Baina gets good distance on it. Upamecano. Rabiot. Camavinga. Cherki. And here's Elise. Kubasi. Howson. Rodri. Llorente. Rodri. Baina. He's through here. Now it's Yamal. And that's out of reach. Camavinga. Upamecano, aim forwards. Hernandez. Can he latch on to this? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Throw in. Olise. Great defending, strong and determined. Rabiot. Cherki. Grimaldo gets it clear. Camavinga shifted upfield. Now it's Oyarzabal. Out to the right. And he's managed to get free. Oyarzabal. Cleared without complication. And claimed it back swiftly. Howson. And it's Llorente. That is lovely. Baina tries to dink it through. Llorente with the cross. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Cherki. Moved on forwards. Camavinga. Great work on the overlap. It's a mighty effort! Oh, it's come loose. Baina. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Mbappe. Cherki. Kamavinga. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Looking for a decent ball in. Tries to get it clear. Cherki. And here's Dembele! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Grimaldo. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. Baina played out towards the right wing. Llorente, now the ball in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Mignon sends that a long way. Played towards the other side, and it's Hernandez. France have a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Kubasi with the clearance. Gusto. Cherki. Oh, good spread. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. So what can they make of this? Konate gets across to intercept that. And here's Mbappe. That's good running with the ball. Rodri. Kubasi. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Konate. Olise. And it's Dembele. Ball's played through. Kamavinga. Rodri with the foul. Mbappe! And he's heaved it away. Olise. Check. And the shot! Konate with a definite foul there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Baina. Llorente. Oh, that's neat. Rodri. Ferran Torres. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Kamavinga. And it's played forward. Cherki. Out to the left it goes. Chance! There it is!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
France have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal. Konate is there, and he can get that clear. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Hernandez. Rabiot. Cherki. And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
France go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Here we go again. France carrying a one-goal lead. Kubasi. Howson.
France, well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And here's Olise. Olise played out towards the right wing. Cleared away. Camavinga. Cherki. Olise! And that's off target.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Bina. Howson. Pedri. Bina. Now it's Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. And here's Camavinga. He is just caressing the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Rabiot. Over to the left. And he has been fouled there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Kubasi tries to clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oyarzabal powering forward here. He's away! Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. big chance! Upamecano, Camavinga, Rabiot, Konate, Rabiot, Cherki, Camavinga, Cherki, out to the right. Very nicely done. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, sweet feet. Looking to go deep. He's had a shot! Mikel Oyarzabal. Pedri. Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. Mikel Oyarzabal. Yamal takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's Baina. Llorente. And it's Dembele. Dembele does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Baina. Being still separated by the game's only goal. That'll be a throw. Gusto. Olise. He's found a way through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedri. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Kubasi. Grimaldo. Pedri. Grimaldo looking to hit the byline here. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Mbappe. Pau Kubasi makes the interception. Howson. Camavinga, no, again there's no way through. Yamal. Done delicately. Gusto attempts a clearance. Camavinga. Played into space. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Cleared away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cherki.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Yamal. Oyarzabal. And here's Llorente. Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Konate forwards and with intent. Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal. He's got to be it. Yamal! Oh, nearly. but nearly is nothing.
Lamine Yamal is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Konate. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Spread out to the left. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Pedri. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal. Nice looking ball. Now it's Ferran Torres.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Ferran Torres. Pedri. Olise. Grimaldo. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Might be danger here. Shoots! Upamecano. Hernandez. Mbappe. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Cherki. Good take. It's Dembele! Oh, they could be caught out here. Danger averted for now. Konate. Camavinga. Aim forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. Yamal. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Yamal. Played out to the right. Oh, nice touch. Llorente. Camavinga shifted upfield. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender that... Dembele! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Grimaldo. Pedri. Howson gently done. Dembele being hunted in packs.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match. And at last, they're sensing.
It's Dembele!
Dembele really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Does really well to win the ball there.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Camavinga. And it's Camavinga. Nice physical challenge.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And the ball's come loose here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Shapes to shoot! It's a loose ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mignon, long ball by the goalkeeper.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Howson. Ferran Torres is onto it in a flash. Mbappe. Camavinga. Looks across and plays it in. Grimaldo is there and he can get that clear. Camavinga. That's very neat. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Yamal. And here's Llorente. Baina.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Yamal. Out to the left it goes. Pedri. 1-0 as we head towards the end. And it's Grimaldo. That looks a good ball through.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Out to the right. Great defending, strong and determined.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Ferran Torres. I think we're just about done here. Hernandez. Hernandez crosses.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Rodri. Pedri. And he goes cross-field. Yamal. Llorente. And it's Lopez.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Decent chance! That's going to go a long way. Howson cuts it out. Rodri. Fermin. Fermin played out towards the right wing.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That's tidy. Now it's Camavinga, and here's Mbappe. Cherki. And it's hoisted clear. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So that's got things underway.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
And it's Grimaldo. Ferran Torres in acres of space out wide. And he's heaved it away. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. Olise absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Kubasi. Ferran Torres. And the shot. Oyarzabal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Rodri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Konate shifted upfield. Camavinga. Hernandez. Mbappe played into space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Pedri. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found a way through. Konate gets it clear. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Kubasi. Howson. Rodri. Llorente. Baina. And it's Llorente. Lovely feet. And here's Yamal. Yamal's cross. Yamal! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Konate, and played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Cherki. Rabiot. Cherki. Over to the left. Hernandez. Oh, great header! Great effort. He flew in with courage.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction. You get my drift.
And back to the keeper they go. Konate moved on forwards. Gusto. Camavinga. Well timed, excellent interception. Spain.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so
We are.
we're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
Now then, the ball's come loose. Ferran Torres. Defending of the desperate variety. Mbappe. Oyarzabal. Cherki. Chance here to counter. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga looking for a runner. Rabiot. Can he get a chance? Oh, taken with style. France are back on level terms. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Grimaldo. Rodri spread out to the left. Olise. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Hernandez. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He is through here. Llorente. Yamal. And here's Yamal. Showing good feet. Now it's Baina. Llorente. Real chance! Hernandez with the clearance. Camavinga. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Upamecano. Mbappe. Rabiot gently done. Olise wins the duel this time. Cherki. Camavinga. Hernandez. Oh, sweet feet. Hernandez, he's gone for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Hernandez clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Kubasi. Aim forwards. And it's Pedri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. Turns and goes back. There's the shot! Mbappe, forwards and with intent. Olise. Gusto. Olise. And here's Dembele. Gusto. He's found a way through. Tries to get it clear. Olise plays it short. Cherki delivered across. And it's hoisted clear. Rabiot. It's Rabiot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Hernandez cuts it out. And here's Dembele. Picks it up out wide. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Bina. And it's played forward. Grimaldo. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Ferran Torres. Yamal. Llorente, who does have an assist to his name. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Mignon claims it, safe hands. Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal. Bina. Bina showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Camavinga. Gusto is onto it in a flash. Pedri. Rodri. Kubasi. Pedri. Pau Kubasi played over towards the opposite flank. Camavinga. Hernandez. Cherki. Konate. Upamecano. Cherki. 30 minutes gone. Cherki. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Llorente. Rodri. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. Pedri. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Ferran Torres. Yamal. Dembele, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Hernandez. Cherki. Camavinga. Cherki. Rabiot. Olise. Caresses it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. No, the clearance is short. Nice control. Cross to the back post. Rodri. Pedri. Rodri. Baina. Llorente. Hernandez. Rabiot. Gusto. Konate. Camavinga. Mbappe. Dembele. Yamal was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Baina. Howson aim forwards. And here's Yamal. Llorente. Howson. Llorente. Pedri. Kubasi. Rodri. Pedri. Kubasi. Rodri. Howson. And it's played forward. Llorente. Fired deep towards the back post. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And it's Rodri. Rodri knocks it out wide. Konate gets rid without sophistication. Konate getting this one clear. Pedri. Oh, good ball. Ferran Torres. Shot, surely! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hernandez. Played towards the other side. Hernandez. Upamecano. Cherki. Olise. Camavinga. Looks to the other side. And it's Gusto. Olise. Cherki! Baina. Kubasi. The final seconds now. Pau Kubasi chooses to go cross-field. Camavinga, that's an imaginative pass. Llorente. Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. Out towards the flank. Yamal. And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Pedri, Grimaldo, Ferran Torres, Baina, Llorente, gently done. Danger averted for now. Howson have it back and can go again. Camavinga. And there's green grass ahead of him.
France clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Yamal. Llorente. Howson. Rodri. Grimaldo. Pedri. And he goes cross-field. Upamecano. Konate. Gusto. Cherki. Rabiot. And it's Gusto. Olise. Oh, they could be caught out here. Ball is over the line. Now it's Olise. Olise. Now this could be a chance. That's good defending, very good defending. Ferran Torres. Baina. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Llorente. Very nicely done. Oh, it's come loose.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Ferran Torres. Now who's going to be first to this? Can he finish?
Oyarzabal usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Baina. Tries to dink it through. Upamecano. Could be danger here. Climbs up big. And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Spain get themselves into the lead. Olise. Camavinga. And it's Dembele. that is rather wayward.
Mbappe probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Grimaldo. Rodri. France needing a change of fortune here. Howson. Pedri. Played towards the other side. Camavinga. Olise. Well read, nice interception. Moved on forwards. Grimaldo. Pedri. Grimaldo. Kubasi. Rodri. Baina. Rodri. Baina. Nice looking ball. Great work on the overlap. Gusto. Camavinga. Camavinga. Forwards and with intent. And it's Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. And that has been clubbed away. Cherki.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Olise. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Moved on forwards. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Cherki. Konate. Pedri. Oh, that's neat. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Upamecano, gently done. Camavinga. Baina. Now it's Yamal. Nice interception, well timed. That could spell trouble. Mbappe. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's had a shot! And that certainly packed a punch. Rabiot. He's got away. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Ferran Torres. Calmly anticipates. And it's played forward. Kubasi. Howson. That's really well manoeuvred. Gusto gets across to intercept that. And the flag has stayed down. And it's Grimaldo. Lovely bit of skill. In with the challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Olise. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Gusto looking to get on the end of this. Llorente getting this one clear. Baina shifted upfield. Olise. And that's been won straight back. Gusto. And here's Olise. Camavinga. It's run loose here. Rabiot. Cherki. Camavinga. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Rodri. Kubasi. Howson aim forwards. Upamecano. Gusto. Konate. Cherki. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Hoisted in. Pau Kubasi getting this one clear. Oyarzábal. Oh, good spread. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Upamecano with the foul. Gets it away. Spain have reclaimed it. And it's Pedri. Baina. Pedri. And the shot!
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Dembele. Gusto. That's very neat. And here's Mbappe. And that has been cleared.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Howson shifted upfield. And it's Llorente. Now it's Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Big chance! They've done it!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So all square, and not for the first time.
France really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Gusto. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he cuts out the supply. Llorente. Now it's Llorente. Now it's Pedri! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Ferran Torres. Out to the left it goes. Ferran Torres. Great defending, strong and determined.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's played forward. Deftly away. What a throw in. Muscular approach does pay off here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Upamecano. They'll have one final crack at it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pedri.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Yamal. Ferran Torres. That's tidy.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Takes a shot! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And it's Grimaldo. Now it's Ferran Torres. And he's managed to get free. And they've got rid.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Over to the left. Now it's Oyarzabal. Looking here to chip it through. Now that's well seen too. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. 2 minutes to be added on. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And that's a throw. Oh, played through for the wide man. Howson clears it away and claimed it back swiftly. And it's lofted through here. And he's there to clear it. And the referee brings it to a close. France have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, in these days of inverted wingers, Ferran Torres may be a bit of an oddity, Peter, but a very valuable one in that he gives you a lot more options. He's at his most comfortable going forward, but he does...
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. First effort on goal. Hernandez. Oh, it's played into the area. Al Kubasi tries to clear. Chucky! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Ferran Torres played out to the left flank. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Upamecano can get it clear. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Baina tries to dink it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Howson. Rodri. Grimaldo. That's really well manoeuvred. Camavinga. Konate. Rabiot. Camavinga. Mbappe. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Grimaldo. Out of play for a throw. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Konate. Camavinga. Hernandez. Camavinga. Cherki. And he welcomes it in. Oh, shooting chance! Bina. Could move up a gear here. Llorente. Hausen. Kubasi. Grimaldo. And it's Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. Yamal. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Olise. Gusto. Oh, perfectly measured that. Dembele. Can he finish? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Keeper's got good distance on that. Things have been frenetic in the early part of this game. A lot of action high up the pitch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe. Oh, played right into his path. It's Dembele! Goal! France!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pedri. France making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hernandez. And it's Hernandez. Rabiot. Llorente. First quarter of an hour gone. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Upamecano. Olise. And here's Dembele. Mbappe. Yamal wins the duel this time. Bina, nice looking ball. He's found a way through. Spain.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so
We are.
you're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
And it's Gusto. Great defending, strong and determined. Konate. Upamecano. Rodri. Kubasi. Bina. And here's Llorente. Bina. Yamal. And here's Bina. Llorente. Bina. And here's Yamal. Fired deep towards the back post. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. Cherki. Mikel Oyarzabal. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's been slipped through. Konate with a fine tackle. Ferran Torres. Olise, gently done. Moved on forwards. Upamecano. Rabiot. And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Camavinga. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Yamal. Now he's got space here. And now the breakaway. He is through here. That's going to go a long way. Spain have reclaimed it. Ferran Torres. Hoisted in. Upamecano is there and he can get that clear. Grimaldo. And here's Pedri. Lovely, now then. Yamal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Konate clears it away. And it's Rodri. Grimaldo.
Ferran Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Kubasi. Llorente. Rodri. Howson. Bina. And here's Llorente. Llorente with the cross. He's having a shot! Konate, forwards and with intent. Camavinga. Rabiot. Out to the left it goes. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Ferran Torres. Rodri. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Konate. And it's Llorente. Played into space out wide. Now that's well seen too. Mbappe, who does have an assist to his name. Llorente. Rabiot. Konate. Gusto. Rabiot. Over to the left. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Llorente. Bina. Howson. Rodri. Pedri. Llorente. Upamecano. Rabiot. Rabiot shifted upfield. Olise. Lovely bit of skill. Clipped into space. Llorente. Howson. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And he cuts out the supply. Chance here to counter. Bina. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. Kubasi. Aim forwards. Out for a throw. Clearly not happy with that. Dembele does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Yamal. Yamal. Oyarzabal. Oh, smashing header! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Gusto. Camavinga. Hernandez. Cherki. Rabiot looking for a runner.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He can get that clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gusto. Plenty to aim at here. Cleared away. Kubasi is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Gusto. Cherki. Dembele. And that was very necessary. Now it's Camavinga. And across it goes. And out it comes again. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Oyarzabal. Hernandez cuts out the pass. Cherki. Rabiot. Cherki. Camavinga. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ferran Torres. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
France can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
France definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Olise. And he's there to get it away. France have got it back and they'll have another go. Played back to the goalkeeper. Konate. Cherki. Mbappe. Upamecano. Upamecano, gently done. Oh, it's Dembele! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Baina. Llorente. Baina. Yamal. Played towards the other side. Grimaldo played into space. Yamal. And that'll be a goal kick. Grimaldo, and they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Howson. Baina. Llorente. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Grimaldo. And they win it back again. Olise. Konate. Camavinga. Upamecano. Hernandez. Now he's off and running. Howson.
France are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Neatly clipped into space. Llorente. Moved on forwards. Baina. Llorente. And it's played forward. Yamal. Yamal's cross. Bullish header! Goal! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Konate. Gusto. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Grimaldo, forwards and with intent. Grimaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's really well manoeuvred. Olise is fouled. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Tries to get it clear. Mikel Oyarzabal. Hernandez. Cherki. And it's Camavinga. Rabiot. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And that has been cleared. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's really well cleared. Ferran Torres shifted upfield. Cherki. Hernandez. Cherki. Camavinga. Rabiot. Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Llorente. Yamal. Llorente looking to hit the byline here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's played forward.
Spain deploying the high press here, trying to force the defence into making mistakes.
Quite, you got it.
Yeah, it's pretty sapping, especially at this stage, Peter, but they need to be quick with the press here.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. And here's Dembele. Oh, whistle's gone, now then. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Camavinga. Mbappe. Oh, it's Dembele. And that's been won straight back. Camavinga. Hernandez. Mbappe. Very nicely done. And here's Dembele. Oh, it's come loose. Great chance! Pedri. Howson. Aim forwards. That'll be a throw. Proves too strong. Pedri. Rodri. Howson. Howson forwards and with intent. Upamecano. Camavinga. Hernandez. Upamecano. Upamecano, gently done. Howson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's the chance to counter. Ferran Torres. That pass has been well intercepted. Cherki moved on forwards. Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! And he nearly went all the way.
Dembele just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he rises to it.
Can he spark a counter here? Baina, spread out to the left. Now it's Pedri. A chance to play it in. And they've got rid. It's gone out for a throw-in. Time for a change in personnel. Pedri with the cross. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Dembele under intense pressure.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Cherki, and that's really well manoeuvred. Hernandez picks it up now. That is lovely. Looking for a decent ball in. Now it's Camavinga. A heavy challenge. And the pass is intercepted. Rabiot. Grimaldo. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Pedri. Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. Nice control. Now here's the delivery. And that has been cleared.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pau Kubasi tries to clear. Konate. Rabiot. Camavinga. Konate looks to the other side. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Camavinga. Rabiot. Carlos Soler. Carlos Soler shifted upfield. Oh, nice touch. Oyarthabal. Chance for a shot!
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves.